Hi my angels, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll begin with the poem Abou bin Adam from your treasure trove books. Before we begin with the poem, I would like to talk about the character Abou bin Adam. Now he was a born prince who chose to live a life of a Sufi saint. He gave up the luxuries of his life and spent his life in doing acts of benevolence. So this poem actually celebrates a figure like Abou bin Adam who treated his neighborhood or his neighbors just like he would treat his own self. Now, I'll begin reading from page 34 of your treasure trove books. Leigh Hunt. Now the writer's name is Leigh Hunt. From MCQ's perspective, you should know names of the writers of various texts. Leigh Hunt was an English poet. They can ask you the nationality. So he was English, writer and essayist, a firm liberal. Hunt claims through this poem that the true worship is manifest through the acts of love and service that one shows one's fellow men and women. Now this is very important from MCQ's perspective. Why? Because they can ask you in MCQs that what is the message of the poem. Alright. Also it can come in subjective form also. So what they want to tell you is that we should do acts of benevolence. You must underline this. Set in a Middle Eastern country. Again, from MCQ perspective, this is important. Where is the poem set? Middle Eastern country. We have a glimpse of the life of a godly man. Now, for Abou bin Adam, they have used this adjective, I would say, godly man, who is visited by a divine messenger. Now, in your answers, when you write subjective answers, in order to not make it monotonous, in place of always writing angel, choose to write divine messenger. Then they would call it angelic visitor. You can call it a guardian angel, etc. Who is visited by a divine messenger. Now this is the story how it goes. That there was a person named Abou bin Adam who was visited by a angel. At first, Ben Adam is disappointed to learn that his name is not among those who love God. So this angelic visitor was making a list of people who are loved by God, and Adam was upset to come to know that his name was not there in the list. He then asks his angelic visitor to at least include his name among those who loved other people. Now, Adam, being an optimistic man, he asks the angel that his name should be included in the list of those people who love their fellow men, who love their brethren. The next night, the visitor returns and shows Ben Adam the names of all people who had been blessed by God. Now, he brings the list in which the names of those people is mentioned who are loved by God. Ben Adam is delighted to see his name heading the list, and to his surprise, his name was at the top of this list. So, the form of the poem is a parable. We can call it didactic also. It teaches a moral lesson. I would not choose calling it a fable. Why? Because there is no animal character in it. Now, Abou bin Adam, may his tribe increase. Very commonly asked question, what is the meaning of may his tribe increase? Now this is an insight or the inner feeling of the poet that the people like Abou bin Adam should increase in number in this world. Awoke one night from a deep dream of peace. Now Abou bin Adam, one night he was sleeping and he awoke from that deep peaceful sleep. Now dream of peace. As he always did acts of kindness, he enjoyed a peaceful sleep. In this, I would say there is a figure of speech called enjambment. Why? Because one idea or thought is carried to the next line, from the first line to the next line. So it is enjambment. And saw within the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in bloom. So when he woke up from his sleep, he saw within the moonlight, means within the beam of moonlight coming to his room, making it rich and making his room beautiful and like a lily in bloom. And just like there is the a light, or there is beauty in the lily which is about to blossom, an angel writing in a book of gold. He saw in the moonlight that there was an angel in his room who was writing in a book of gold, and this angel is compared to a lily in bloom. So like a lily in bloom is again a figure of speech. Simile, lily, it is compared to a lily which is about to blossom. Exceeding peace had made Ben Adam bold. Exceeding peace means the peaceful atmosphere of the room had made Abu bin Adam bold. Bold for what? Bold to talk to an angelic visitor, to something which is so heavenly. And to the presence in the room he said. Now look at the expression used, presence in the room. They can ask you what is the meaning of the presence here. Presence here is hinting at the spiritual aspect, or something which is not having a material being. It is something which we can see with the eyes, but it cannot be felt in solid form. Means it is heavenly. What writest thou? Now this is the figure of speech here is archaism, where you use the old English words like writest in thou. So it is archaism. He asks the angel that what was it writing in the book? The vision raised its head. So the vision, again here this choice of word vision, it is used to convey that it was something which could be seen only by Abu bin Adam because he was a pure soul. And with a look made of all sweet accord. It means that the angel looked at Abu bin Adam with a all sweet accord, means with a look which evoked kindness or compliance. Answered the names of those who love the Lord. So he says in this the names of those people who love Lord are mentioned. So this is the first list now. And is mine one? So this hints at the curious nature of Abu bin Adam. He immediately asks that if his name is there in the list or not. Said Abu, nay, not so. So he gets a negative response. Replied the angel. Abu spoke more low. Now he spoke in a little hushed voice. His volume became a little low or little sad, but cheerfully still. But cheerfully means he immediately regains his optimism and immediately looks at the positive aspect and says, I pray thee then, write me as one that loves his fellow men. He says, then I request you that you should write my name in the list of those people who love their fellow men, who love their brethren. The angel wrote. Now angel wrote something and vanished, and it disappeared. The next night it came again. So it came again on the next night with a great awakening light. Now great awakening light, it literally means that it came with a light which could waken someone up from sleep. This is the literal understanding. Metaphorically or symbolically, here great awakening light means wakening to the awareness of God, wakening to the awareness of higher truth of life, having more wisdom. Like here after this, Abu bin Adam will have knowledge that true service to God is by serving mankind. So this is an enlightenment, a clear understanding of the greater truth, greater wisdom. Very important this is. They can ask you in subjective questions. And showed the names who love of God had blessed. And this time the angel shows the names of those people who were blessed by God. And low. And low, now they can ask you in MCQs meaning of low. It is surprise. Ben Adam's name led all the rest. So the name of Abu bin Adam topped, and it was written at the top of this list. I hope I have discussed all the aspects of the poem. There are some figures of speech which I mentioned, and there are a few more, like in second line, daydream of peace. So DD, it is alliteration. Then like a lily, LL, it is again alliteration, and lily can be seen as a symbol of purity also. So it is symbolism also. Simile, I already mentioned, the angel is compared to a lily which is in blue. I also mentioned archaism like nay, then writest thou. These are all the words from Old English. So it is archaism. Spoke more low. Here sound of O. It is repeating, so it is assonance. Great awakening light is symbolism. You have to remember, children, that they can ask you one more possible question that explain that how the poem has supernaturalism in it. Now supernaturalism, how you will justify your answer? You can write that there is the mention of something which we cannot explain through logic and reasoning, which is beyond science, like the mentioning of the angelic visitor. Apart from that, there are some expressions like awakening light, then lily in bloom, book of gold, list of people who love God. So all these things are hinting at something which may not be possible in the real world. Therefore, there is element of supernaturalism. Apart from this, the themes would be that you should love humanity. Service to man is service to God. This would be the theme. This is also the message that you should love your brethren irrespective of caste, religion, gender, etc. It also teaches us that we should not always think about loving God or showing our love towards God in the traditional established manners. Rather, by serving our mankind, we can also show love towards God. The poem actually celebrates the humanistic ideas. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for pouring so much of love. I appreciate each one of you for that. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.